spend every day in search of development and better living conditions. For this reason, the public or private transport is vital in performing occupational activities. Regardless the means used to move from place to place, mobility is always a topic of discussion in Bogotá. Based on this and the controversy that has been created on recent times in our city around this issue, this video will focus on the theme of mobility in Bogotá.
Bogotá City, the center and capital of our country Colombia, has had throughout history a series vehicles which are mobilized, support force inhabitants along the daily work. Today we will take a tour of the history of capital mobility. Let's take a quick tour some important events in the history of Colombian transport. Colonialization. The pedestrian in circulation in force the colonial times persisted a long time, until early 20th century when appeared a new mode of transport.
Let's start with the oldest means of the transport in the city.
The first transport that existed in the city was the railway. This was a line of horse-drawn carriages which happened in 1884, and it was passing through the Royal Road, which is currently the 7th carrera. At that time, there were serious complaints from users for the slow service.
Leading the animal tractions had two steam engines.
Also, the Savannah Railroad, a steam railroad, opened its first line in the 1889 as means of the transportation between the population of the metropolitan area of Bogotá. Carried this train runs across of the Savannah of Bogotá.
With the advent of the 20th century, in the 1910 was included the first electric trains, so the animal traction was not used anymore. On the 1st September 1910, New Yorker entrepreneurs sold the tram system to the city, forming in the new company Bogotá Municipal Tram (TMB). When increasing the number of passengers, bigger things were made. In 1928, the TMB ordered its first double-track models.
In 1938, for the 4th centenary of the founding of Bogotá, the series activated 8 cars aerodynamic silver roof to which named Lorencitas in tribute to Lorencita Villegas of Santos. Besides adopted a system of roof identified by color, but the high rise of a later city in Bogotá.
10 years later, in 1948, happened the Bogotazo, with disruption of transportation in the capital.
By the Bogotazo was lost 28 trams, so the bought 20 trolleybuses. Commissioner 26 destroyed. Later, the tramway operator in the city opened the first trolleybus line between the time of Trans 26 Street and the University City.
After the events and consequences of Bogotazo, further action are taken.
Between 1952 and 1958, however, the city tries to answer the transportation needs of its inhabitants with the called District Transportation Company. By 1954, it amounted to 15 trolleys and 83 gas buses, which marked a significant input difference between the supply of both services. in the accounts despite the presence of councillors and political routes. One of the measures that helped in part regulate public transport was the creation of so-called Troncal Caracas, and edges from south to north that allowed the creation of an exclusive line for buses and bus stops established according to the destinations.
Into the 20th century, world transport for the new millennium.
Usually with this transportation system ran complementary programs, construction of rail, bus, and sidewalks. It's promotes through educational and cultural campaigns to ensure sustained embroidery of the system integrated of mass transportation. This system comprises for the joint linkers and integrated operation of different modes of public transport, institutions or entities created for the planning, organization, control of the traffic and public transport, the infrastructure required for the accessibility, circulation and college system.